Hey guys, today we're going to take a dive into water. We're going to have a look at different water sources, what we have at our homestead, and what you may have at yours. Now, if I don't mention something on the way through, flick a comment down below because I'd love to know what you guys have. Keep in mind what we're running through today is not only drinkable or potable water, but it's also going to be water that you can use for your gardens, etc. Now, um, I'll run through some different stuff and we can go from there. This is our homestead, Ecotopia-OZ. I'm Rob, your friendly Quasi. That's a Kiwi Aussie. So let's take a dive into water. All right, guys, we'll have a look at the first water source we've got on our property. Now, stay tuned right at the end. I've got a couple of little special ones that you may not have heard of. So stick around for that because a lot of people haven't. But let's take a look at our first one. Water tanks. All right. For our property at the moment, we have 2 rainwater tanks. As you can see, we've got that coming off the roof and down into our tank. So we've got 2 25,000 litre water tanks. We will be adding on to this as time goes on, but that's one thing we got. This is potable water that we use in the house. All right, guys, the next one that we're going to have a look at is IBCs, which are 1,000 litre water tanks that we're going to set up on 2 of our roofs that we've got here at Ecotopia. At the moment, these roofs aren't collecting any water, aren't harvesting any water, so I'm going to set these up to be able to do it. We're going to be setting them up to allow us an extra 6,000 litres. I'm going to do an extra video down the track on how we're actually going to set them up and everything. Now, keep in mind, these here will not be for potable water. So when we're going to be talking about these now and down the track, this is not potable water. This will just be for our gardens. So we'll do a separate one on that and we'll go through how it all works even with our little water pump here. So stay tuned for that one. Let's have a look at the next one. All right, guys, this is number 3 for our property. And we've only just had this done. Now, this is a grey water system, 600 litres. We've had this put in, and once again, grey water, so not potable. Do not drink it, all right? But we've had this one set up, and we've had it dug in, as you can see through here. And this will go out to what will be our orchard. So we had that all dug in. This only got done a couple of days ago, so it is quite messy. We've had it done and dug in out to a main point there. Then from there, what we can do is we've got 100 meters of this purple pipe you see here. We can shoot that off in different directions and we can set up irrigation for our fruit forest, which we're going to be getting into very shortly, to water them with water that would have just been wasted otherwise beforehand. So that's another good thing there. So that's our third one on our property. Number 4 will be coming up. That'll be at the end because this is one that a lot of people haven't heard of. So stay tuned for that one. The next one we'll dive into, we haven't got it on our property, but the next one we'll dive into is a dam. You can actually get dams put in and cut out. Another way to store water. Some properties have them around here. This is possibly one that we're going to look at down in the far corner because everything slopes down. So we'll put it down there. So if it does rain, we can get the off run down to that. The other thing too, if you're lucky enough, which we are not lucky enough here, is to actually have a stream running through your property. A couple of good things about that is, one, healthy flow of water coming down. And another 2 is you can use that flowing water to not only drink and use in your house or on your property, but you can also set something up for power generation. So if you've got a flowing stream on your property, that's awesome, because you can also look at generating power for your property as well. So that's pretty cool. Once again, we're going to do another one on power generation for what we've got at Ecotopia here, but that might be in the next couple of weeks, but stay tuned for that as well. Oh, bore water. Another thing, another cool thing you can do as well is chuck down a bore or a well and pump that water up from the aquifers underneath the ground. A lot of people do that in the area. We have looked into it for where we are. However, where we are here, we've been told by a lot of people in the area that the water's quite brackish. So it's salty. And the last thing we want to do is salt the earth. So that's another thing as well that you can look at is bore water. Once again, look, if you've been watching this and you're liking it, look, smash the like button, whack a comment down below if I've missed anything to this point, and subscribe, because that would really help us. All right, guys, now what we're going to do is we're going to head in and have a look at one of the ones that you may not have heard of, and also mention another one that my wife Anna actually found. I don't know how she finds these things, but she does, and she's found another cool little system that can generate water. So let's take a look at that, eh? All right, guys, number 4 for our property, and a little known one. If you know or have you heard about it, throw us a quick comment down in the comments. But number 4 is the water generator. Now, this uses osmosis and the humidity in the air to actually produce cold drinking water. It is a pretty cool system. So down here, what they actually use is first goes through the UV filtration system, then it goes out of there through a 4-stage filter to filter out all the bad stuff, and then stores it in a couple of storage cells in the actual machine. This one here is a 30 litre, so it can produce up to 30 litres of drinking water per day. You can have it at room temperature, or you can choose to chill it. It's pretty cool. We're actually looking into a larger one for the property that will actually do between 250 and 300 litres of water a day, which we'll actually use for the gardens because it gets quite dry out here. So that's number 4 for our property. Now, if you want to know a little bit more about it, just let us know down in the comments and we'll go from there. Now, the other little known one, and I didn't even know about it until yesterday when Anna actually found it online. Now, it's a hydro panel. This uses a similar sort of thing with humidity and everything like that, and actually uses the condensation that builds up in there and then filters that through for clean drinking water and everything like that. Another cool one. Don't know a lot about it yet, but you can probably look that up on Google or something like that. Look, guys, if you've liked what you've seen today, give us a massive thumbs up. Flick us a comment, whack that subscribe button. It'd be great to have you guys as part of our community here. But yeah, that's about it for today. See you soon.